Hi guys, thank you for tuning in once again. I appreciate all the support on the previous videos as well. If you can give us a like, a subscribe, a comment on what you want us to do videos on, and we can do that for you. I appreciate the support. So in today's video I'm just going to go over a strategy that I use. So I've seen this done by many people now, many traders, and I started looking into it probably around June time and implement it in my own way of trading, and basically I've just changed the whole way I trade. If you look over at my old channel, Sam FX and Family, you'll see that I used to trade the simple support and resistance, but to be honest with you, the liquidation and their moves are much more in demand than this way. Obviously every move, every strategy does get liquidated here and there. Obviously what we're doing is just trying to get the breadcrumbs between the banks offsetting their orders. So in today's video we're just going to go over how I actually passed 2 funded challenges within the same month, and you can hopefully start using this same strategy that I'm using today. Okay, so this is just the way I do it, and it's basically just following the order flow, order blocks, whatever you want to call them. People call them different things, and I do recommend just looking for any videos you can find on this, okay, and or just follow us, because we're going to keep doing these videos as we go every day. Okay guys, I'm also going to be starting an education program in the new year, so if you'd be interested in that, you can drop us a comment and I'll send over the details for you to get involved. The first month will be entirely free, and I will end up marking up my charts every morning to show you guys what I'm looking out for at the New York Open. So the New York Open, now I'm actually come back to the UK. I was living in southern Spain, but I've come back to the UK now, so at the moment it's 20 to 10 in the morning on the 14th of December, and the New York Open will be 1 PM here UK time. Okay, so let's just jump onto a chart. We'll do euro dollar because I do like euro dollar the most. We'll just jump up to a higher time frame and we'll just chuck it in a replay mode. Okay, we'll move all these drawings. We'll just chuck it up to a replay mode. There we are. We'll just use this area here. Right, so what we're doing, let's say we've come into this market now, okay guys, and basically what we're looking for is basically price, where price is impulse from. So we'll be looking at this area here to begin with, okay, because we impulse low, and you can also see how we've got another area here that we have impulse from as well. Okay, you can see how we've actually wicked higher here, but it's more equal wick from this candle here, so I wouldn't actually call that too much of a problem. At the end of the day, the order block could come up to there to cover that wick anyway. Right, so what we're looking for is basically we're going to be following the trend. There's no denying the fact that we're in a downtrend, so you wouldn't want to be looking at doing anything else, okay? So now we can actually lower the size of this order block just by going to another time frame, being the 8 hour. Okay, so this would actually be the order block, and you can see how we've done an equal wick, but I think this would be obviously a news event, but you can actually see how we never broke that. Now the only question I've got here is price wanting to fill this area here. That is my only concern from this wick. So from this wick up here down to this wick here, does price want to fill in this area here? Okay, from where price basically impulse from. So I would actually draw another area here just to see if maybe we'll get a retest here. So there is multiple order blocks. This is why I only trade at 1 PM, because 1 PM is a high volume and that's normally the most respected price zone. So I do like that area, but I will be more concerned here just because we've also got a double top here on the 8 hour as well. So we go down to the 4 hour. Okay, we can't really change the order block too much here. We can chuck in another order block though from this area, from where we actually had that equal wick. We'll do that different colours. This is our 3 hour order block. Okay, so we've had our impulse here, we've had a retest from it, another impulse, now we'll come back up again and retested. Okay, we're going to go down to the hourly now. Okay, I'm quite happy with where I've got these order blocks at the moment. So now we've done that, I'm actually going to be looking at more this price range. Now we've got the area where price can continue from, using the higher time frames, the hour, 4 hour, 3 hours, this area here. We're now going to be more focusing on the now moment, basically. So you can see how on the 30-minute we had this beautiful order block here. So I've got this equal wick up here just to make sure it doesn't get retested. And we've impulsed and we've broken this low, we've broken this low, we've broken this low, we've broken this low. So we've broken multiple lows with this wick here. And you can see how we've got missing price up to this wick here. So what I'd do actually is see what price would do at this level. Okay, if I change that to maybe pink, we'll change it to a blue, an orange, yeah, an orange. So we want to see what price will do at this area, otherwise it might come back up and retest this bearish order block here. Okay, so we're just going through the time frames now at the moment. What we want to do is put down to 5 minutes. 5 minutes is the best time frame for me, really. We can just chuck in this order block here. Okay, this is a 5 minute order block. So we've got our main order blocks at the top and bottom, then we've got a 30 minute and a 5 minute. The green one is a 5 minute. That would be ideal if we can get a spike up to there, and then we can put our stop loss just above this pink line here. Okay, so let's just see what price wants to do. If we might not even get this retest. This would be ideal for me. Obviously, having it ideal is different to what will actually happen in the future. Okay, so you can see how, look at that, we're just coming up to fill in that orange order block, that missing price, even the orange missing price. Let's just see where price will go after this. So we've got that volume, but I'm still expecting price to come to at least 367 area if we can. That would be ideal. What time are we trading now? So it's quite late in the evening, so we're going to move into the Asian session now anyway, so we might see it go a bit flat here. So I'm not really too concerned about the time, if I'm honest, simply because it'll just be too difficult, too long of a video, so we really are just waiting for price to come up to these areas and retest. We've had a retest here already once, but it was around 3 o'clock, so we could have taken that, but anyway, doesn't matter. Right, so we're moving in now to our trading time again. So we're still not actually breaking back up to this area. So what I would do here, just rewind this and we would draw in this order block here. Okay, because this is where we had our last impulse and retest. And what time is it now? It's now 12:40 on the next day. So in 20 minutes now, we should see the volume kicking in. So this is what I'll be looking for. I'll be looking for this area here, and I'll drop down now. Let's just see if we can narrow down this order block at all. So this order block is still built within that big range of the 8-hour, 3-hour daily range. I was hoping for at least a retest of this, but we pretty much filled missing price here. We never retested these other order blocks to the upside. As I said, guys, I've not planned this at all. This is just how I would actually forecast the markets. I don't know what's going to happen next. I'm just doing whatever happens. So let me just see when is 1 o'clock. Right, so this is now 1 o'clock, so I drop down to the 1 minute time frame here, and basically what we're looking for is 2 lows to be broken. So we've actually already done that. Look, we've done 1 low here and our next low here, so we're looking for 2 lows to be broken. You can see how this would be the area that I'll be looking to, where price may reject from as well. And we broke these lows simply from this order block here, like that. So what I'll be looking for now is actually going to be looking to short the market. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, so this is probably be where I would drop into it now. The next candle maybe. So I would like it to come back up. Right, so this is where I would get into it now. We're going to get into it on this candle here, simply because we've broken in, back out, and we've just come back up to fill in this missing price range here on the 1 minute. Bring our stop loss just to around 3.5 pips, and we're looking for a 1 to 3. Hopefully we'll get it before this order block. Okay, so it would be in this order block. To be honest with you, this will be our main area here to target. So once it hits this order block, that's when I'll start trailing it, and I'll be looking to maybe get a 1 to 8 out of this, and this will basically be your myforexfunds challenge completed. Let's see what happens. We're dropping. So that green area now, so we're at 1 to 3 now. That's our 1 to 3 hit. And what we can do now is, as I said, guys, I don't actually know what's going to happen. So what I would do now we've had our 1 to 3, I would start trailing price with other order blocks. So order blocks are simply where prices come to and rejected from. So you can see it's from this bearish order block is rejected, it's come back up and retested, and then it's retested again here. But what I'll look for now is here we've got another order block. Let me just change the color of this to yellow. So if price breaches this area, then basically you'd want to get out of the market, okay? Because it's not actually flowing with the same order flow. So that would still be almost a one to one. But as I said, guys, I normally just target 1 to 3s. However, in this case, I don't think I would hold it in this case, just because of how much, you know, downside we've got, you know. So let's just see what happens. So there we are, we've broken that. We're still making new lows, so we can put in another order block here now. Okay, so now we'll be targeting. Now this one doesn't really matter, okay, because if this order block gets broken, we're going to get out of the market. Okay, and we're going to keep going down. Seems to really enjoy this order block here, so you could even look at taking another trade from this area. Okay, look at that. It's wanted to fill in this price range here. Look from this body wick here. So I would have got out of the market already anyway. But you can see how we've got some missing price. We've just wicked off here. Let's actually come all the way back. As I said, guys, I'm not doing anything now. I would have got out of the market, as I said, back to around this area here when it broke it. But I'm just watching to see what happens. So we're actually at now a nice double top. So you could even take the trade again from this green area, look, where it's retested. So let's just say we got out of this one where it is now, which was a 1 to 2. And then what we'll do then is we'll look at price now at current price level. So you can see how we've formed that now low. We're coming back up to return to impulse. We've already rejected from this candle here. So let's just chuck in a trade from this area, because this is when I would have entered if I wanted to. I guess with a 1 to 3, guys, I'm happy just to finish with a 1 to 3. So I probably wouldn't have taken this second trade, and I probably would have got out of it. But let's see if we can get down to these lows where I want to target. There it goes, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Let's just speed up the process here. And there we go. And that would be our 1 to 8. So you would have had 2 potential trades here. So you could have got your 1 to 3 at this level, or when it returned back to impulse from this order block. So this is exactly how I'm trading, guys, just using these impulse legs, okay? As I said, I should really plan to do these videos in future. That's what other traders do. Simply not only just to show you winners, but at least now you know, like, you know, I didn't fake a winner here, guys. This is just live. But also, well, not live, but, you know, I've not done a predetermination of it. But it does speed up the process of the video. So this video now is going to come up to 15 minutes, whereas I only wanted to do 10 minutes. But obviously all this junk was sort of in the way of that. So we got our 1 to 2, and then we got our 1 to 7.5. So there's 10% there, more or less, just under. But either way, taking these 2 trades, you've just passed your challenge. Okay, there's no denying it. I just moved that over, didn't I? I don't even know where I got in here. So yeah, this is the trade. This is the second trade. You would have got your 1 to 3 if you just wanted to get down to this price range here. You could have just got your 1 to 3, and then the next one was the all-time low. Okay, so we've got our first order block here where we broke these previous lows. We returned to impulse here and we broke down, and then we broke even more lows. So if we go up to like the 5 minute for an example, you can see how we've broken this area here, okay, which is a very, very important zone. So we broke this zone and that zone. So there's another two lows broken on the 5 minute. We returned back to impulse from the 5, as you can see from this order block here. And you can see how we pulled into it, pulled back out, and off we go. It didn't take too long. But guys, thank you for watching. Drop us a comment, drop us a like. Hope the video helps, and I'll do some more content on this. Thank you.